everyone. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. As usual, it looks like this is my usual greeting, the start of my everything. I like to keep everyone, included in the greetings. Today is a very special day. Probably you know, probably you don't. But tonight, so it will be 1 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central European time. So it will be 8 my time, Eastern European time. That will be the launch of our group program. It has been a while that I didn't launch a group program. I don't know how many of them I have created over my 20 years in the industry, in the coaching industry. But actually, even before starting with the coaching industry, I had to create group programs because I was a trainer. There is something magic when you work in the group in a group space, whether it is online or in person. Of course, if it is in person, it is much better. But also online, it is beautiful. We actually just had a group coaching, a group training that ended last week. That was massively, and that was live. And then it became also a standalone course. So now you can purchase it in case you wanted to grow your Facebook group massively. And that was amazing. We were 10 people, probably included me, we were 11. And it was so fun. There has been a lot of learning. I'm starting receiving the first testimonials, video testimonials. So I can't wait to start, publishes them, posting them, and then having them on my website. The point is that that one was a small one. It was just a 6 weeks, 6 week long. And as amazing as it was, it ended very quickly. It was, one session at a time, one session at a week. And now what we are going to launch tonight is a completely different story. Of course, it is a completely different story. It is something that will propel your business toward the 6 figures. And what I would like to talk to you about today is 6 figures. Yeah. Not my group program. Not the 6 figures that I made, the multiple 6 figures I made over the past few years. I start making over the past few years, but I just want to talk to you about 6 figures as a target. Some people already have a target of 7 figures. I serve both, but what I wanted to create here was for people who are already at six figures and they wanted to scale maybe to multiple 6 figures, and for women entrepreneurs who are not yet at 6 figures. And I had a lot of calls with people who have been our clients in the past, people who were brand new acquaintances. Maybe they just got in our Wealthy Women Entrepreneurs community. I had conversations with really a lot of people, probably 30 people. And I noticed something that I haven't I have never noticed before. There was a little bit of resistance toward this mark that is six figures. So six figures is 100,000 something. Okay, let's talk about dollars, euros, pounds. Okay, they might differ according to the currency if we compare one with the other, but at the end they are 100,000. So for an entrepreneur who has a business and is absolutely serious in growing this business, I find quite weird, quite also difficult to understand that there is not this hunger, this thirst of getting to six figures. Because if you make just a few, if you do the maths, 100,000, let's say, dollars or euros are something a little bit more than 8,800 something, very, very close to, let's say, 8,800. Okay. So if you think, then you have expenses to, to subtract from those 8,800 euros or dollars or pounds. Then you have taxes. Then you might have, I don't know what happens in your country, but you might have, I don't know, social security, something that, is related to keep your business alive and also to keep you as a director or the CEO or the manager, whatever the configuration of the setting of your company is. But at the end of the day, you might really have just a couple of thousands dollars or euros or pounds if you do not really take seriously this mark. Okay, it's not just a way of saying, it's not just that we wanted to to fill our mouth with this word six figures. No, I mean, six figures are a marker that should be the starting point, at least after a couple of years, let's say 3 years that you have a company. If you haven't reached that mark yet, it's because, in my opinion, you haven't invested in the right program with the right coach, mentor, trainer, whatever it is, to smash the 100K mark. And this means that your mindset is not yet what it should be in order to be able, in order to make you, in order to allow you to make profit generating choices. It's, it's a chain of events. If we do not have the mindset, we do not take profit generating moves. If we do not take profit generating moves, it means that our vibe in respect of abundance is not where it actually should be. Okay. So, I mean, the six figures are not just a number, are something to take very seriously. And this is the reason why I wanted to create this program for 6 figures, for the 6-figure target. I could have created one for the 7 figures, but it doesn't seem to be right to me, because a lot of people still do not take the 7 figures seriously, as if this is just something that can happen to someone else. Okay. But for instance, I'm talking about, Europe, because I live in Europe, but a lot of countries in Europe, for a lot of countries in Europe, 6 figures are a huge target, are a huge target. But this should be a target that when you start your business, it's the first target that you put in your mind to get to reach. Because otherwise, if you do not have this kind of vision, you end up, as I was saying yesterday to a client of mine, throwing bones to every dog that barks. You get distracted, consistently distracted, because you do not embody that 100K mark yet. And this is something that can happen if you do an energetic work, if you do a mindset work, if you surround yourself with people who are already there or who are in the process to get in there, but they are absolutely serious about that. When I say serious, it's not that people who do not get the 6 figures are not serious. When I say serious, it means that you are really committed to getting there. You are really committed to seeing your bank account that each month get to 10K. Because again, otherwise, please tell me how you can feed yourself, your family. It doesn't matter if you are a man, it doesn't matter if you are a woman, it doesn't matter if you are the breadwinner in your relationship, it doesn't matter if you do not have a partner, it doesn't matter if you are a mother or a father who is bringing up alone a child or their children. It doesn't matter that. What matters is that we absolutely have to get in the vibration of the 100K and raise this vibration so that we can match with it, and we can attract the opportunities that when come to our way we can say yes to. Okay, so because I've heard people telling me, I can't start right now because I will go to meet friends. Okay, you can go and meet friends, and at the same time, what happens to your business? What happens to your business? Your business is an entity. As an entity, your business has a consciousness. And having a consciousness, your business might suffer if you do not take it, if you do not take the commitment, if you do not express with your daily choices the willingness and the readiness to lead your business to higher levels of success, of income. You can give it the name that you want. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we should understand that, especially in the past 2 years, with the difficulties that the world in general has been through, 100K is what we should get in 2 years, possibly. You can also get there in 1 year, but that might be something, I mean, if you are just starting out, But this means that you really have to push, and you might not be in that condition. That could be physical, family, whatever it is, because you might still have another work, another job. But the point is that that is 6 figures is the mark that you have to have, the minimum mark that you have to have. Okay, and the the course that we will launch tonight is has a promise with it that comes with it, and I wanted this promise to be clear and loud. 100K with ease and confidence, because there are 2 aspects here. The first one is that if you do not do things with ease, you will have a lot of things hindering you back, from the inside and from the outside. This is the first, and this is referred to the easiness. The second one, that is referred to the confidence. The confidence is probably the most precious currency that you can have, not just as an entrepreneur, but as a human being in general. If you are not confident, at least at the minimum, you do not even breathe. You do not take breath because you think that you are not worthy, because you think that you are unable to do that. Because so this means that when we were born, we had, our dose of self-confidence. Okay, otherwise we wouldn't make it. And then I am the first to admit that self-confidence is something that so many things that will happen in your life will throw you stones in the face, will throw you, I don't know, the shit show will throw you, all the things, all the things that might stop you, that might feel you smaller than other people, that might make you feel not enough, that might make you feel that you are not worthy, that might make you feel that I don't know, you are lacking in something, and as a consequence, why should you have this or that? No, I mean, that's just for others, not for me. And so this makes me very sad. As a human being, first of all, and as a coach, a mentor in the second place, because I strongly believe that every human being, no matter the age, no matter any kind of condition, so including everyone from everywhere, should be empowered and feel from the inside out this flow of confidence constantly going through them, he, she, them, whatever. The point is that this is not the reality. The reality is that the world seems to be a place where your self-confidence is in constant threat. Yeah, threat, that's the word. And that makes me sad. But apart from my sadness, going back to the 100K mark, we have to own at least that small amount of self-confidence to demand, bless you, to demand ourselves, demand and command ourselves to get to 6 figures. Again, otherwise, as we keep going in 2024, in 2025, things will not go will not become easier. I mean, the inflation and all the things that I'm not able to talk about, because for me that is like talking a completely foreign language. But I know for sure that there are things that are bigger than us outside, and we can't control them. What we can control is, again, our self confidence, our willingness, our readiness, and our commitment toward this mark, this number. Okay, this number. Because again, if you do the maths, if you do not get to the 100K year, at some point, your business might not be enough to sustain you, and it doesn't matter if you have someone else who sustains you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I personally want that every female entrepreneur, okay, is able to get to that mark with ease and confidence again. Because yes, there shouldn't be, I do not believe in the because I'm worthy and because I deserve it. No, no, just because. There is nothing else after the because. Just because, yes, I want that. Yes, it's mine as well. Yes, I own it. Makes sense? I hope that it makes sense. So this probably is a very different way of seeing me talking about things. Usually I reply to questions, usually I explain things. Yeah, but this time I really want to be unapologetic, as if you know me, I usually am unapologetic and very straightforward. Okay, the 100K mark is not something to dream of. No, it's something to go and get it. It's just that. Full stop. With any other explanation. Okay? Otherwise, you keep remaining in the loop of the because. I can get because I can't get that because I am able to do this because I am unable to do this because. This because thing needed to be utilized with a lot of consciousness and intentionality. So when you put a goal, when you choose a target, when you tell yourself, that's where I'm going to hit, okay? And that is my 100K mark, you will do everything it takes. Everything it takes. You probably know about my story. It's on my YouTube channel. There are two versions of it, and basically, a few years ago, 22 years ago, after a few years of really, I was flourishing, thriving as a woman, as as an entrepreneur, as a wife, as a mother. At some point, I found myself at the rock bottom. So, in just a few weeks, I lost everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. Okay, I lost my business. I lost the money. I lost the house. I lost my marriage. I lost a lot of things. Okay, and I got to the point that I risked losing custody of my daughter for reasons that you might learn when you watch those videos or when you listen to some of the podcasts where I am a guest speaker of. And I told to myself, The only thing that I can do here is to keep going. Okay. And I should be the only one who chooses how I want to feel in keep going. Okay. And in just a week, a friend of mine gifted me a book that was a very, very well known book. It's Chicken Soup for the Soul of Jack Canfield. And that book that I read in one night without sleeping and crying the whole night, crying of joy, not of despair, completely changed the way I was looking at myself, looking at my life, looking at looking at what happened to me, and keeping into account that I also have a chronic illness, that I am dyslexic, that I mean, from some points, my life is not so has not been so supportive. Okay, I told to myself, okay, no matter what, I will keep going and I will get where I want to get. So, yeah, 22 years later, more than 10 businesses founded later, more than many years as a multiple six-figure earner, more than 20 years in an industry, the coaching industry, that I have never thought I could be part of, because I was thinking I was, a nothingness. I don't know if this word exists. I'm not interested, but nothingness, I like it. So I have been at the highest levels of the coaching industry. I have helped, I don't know, thousands of people reaching their goals in 20 years. I've built a community out of thin air in just 9 months of 6,400 people. So, I mean, when I put something in my mind, I do it. I'm not saying that it didn't take my not just commitment in terms of intentionality, but also my full attention, my full focus. I'm not saying that, but that I knew that was what I was looking for. Okay, so and what I wanted to get to. I didn't know how number I wanted to get in terms of members of my community, because I always look for the quantity, not I always look for the quality before looking at the quantity. But with the quality also came the quantity, so much better. Okay, so this is just to say that the six-figure mark, it's so important as the air that you breathe. And as an entrepreneur, that should be here at the front, on your forehead. And it should be just the first step to go over, okay, to keep going and to keep growing and to be an example, and for others who are around you, and to maybe be the first in your family, or maybe become the breadwinner and let your partner, if you have one, do other stuff like taking care of children or parents, or dogs, cats, whatever it is, or just go and having fun while you do your work, your job, and you are having fun. So just that. I just wanted to share those information that are really, really important to me. And that I think that especially for women entrepreneurs, there has never been a better time to go for the six figures. because we have, as never before, we have all the resources. We have all the coaches, the mentorings. We have people who can help us for free, people who can help us when we pay them, people who can help us in regarding setting up an online business. So we have people who can help us doing all the small tasks that we need to do as entrepreneurs. We can find information everywhere on internet. And when we want a transformation, of course, the transformation doesn't happen on internet. The transformation happens when you connect with another human being who is a coach, who is a healer, who is someone who knows what transformation is and is able to make it happen, or to facilitate you to make it happen. So, women, men, doesn't matter. 6 figures is your target. Okay. I wholeheartedly look forward to seeing you tonight. Again, my tonight, so it's 7 Central European time and 1 p.m. East. I think it is 10 p.m. On the West Coast, so Pacific time. And I really would love to see you there and for the launch of 6 Figures Made Easy. Thank you for being here, for watching this. Thank you if you are watching this later. And I'll see you in the community. I'll see you on LinkedIn. I'll see you on at the launch tonight. Ciao. Talk to you soon.